shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Now Raheem Blackshear going to take this one out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
You look at this Bears defense.
They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that. Young on 3rd down.
He'll get this to the rookie, Jonathan Mingo. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
But you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan? Introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They said hello to Big Way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
This defense for the Bears, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How do they get in there and knock another one away? I think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Jones on the return. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Bears take over.
At their own 37-yard line.
Here we go. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 37.
Play action. It's Fields.
He'll buy some time right. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
We know that he can get first downs with his arm and his legs, Charles. And there, when he gets outside of the pocket, the defense has to account for both, and he's able to complete it for the first.
And he's very comfortable outside of the pocket. Some quarterbacks, that's not their thing. For him, that seems to be the #1 asset to his game. Gets out into the open field, things seem to break down the secondary a little bit, and he picks out the right target.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Fields.
Man open, here's Jones. yards on the play.
Only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something sick?
Touchdown! DJ Moore, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a monster in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And Raheem Blackshear now to return it. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together. And
Young loses it. And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Dalton now to pass. And his throw is incomplete. The intended receiver there, Ian Thomas, but it's going to be 2nd down.
You look at this Bears defense.
They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 44-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now Young fakes a sweep and looks to throw off play action.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Off the play fake, Young. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he is out of bounds, but he's inside the 30.
1st down, Carolina.
To the air once more, Young. Short throw underneath to Hurst. So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and that'll make it 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. 2nd and 10. That's caught by Mingo, right side. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Chark the motion man right. They'll throw again. Young. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Coverage is awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
This has neither the distance nor the accuracy. It's no good.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best and don't worry about the rest of it. I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Out of the gun, Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That one goes for 8 yards. The Bears at 4-5, a game under 500. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here we go. Good.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down. That fits the bill.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 3. On play action, Fields. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns able to record his 5th sack of the season. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 22-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Herbert powering up the middle. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now 2nd and 5. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Fields.
Dancing to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And down here, first and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Here we go. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal.
Foreman is into the end zone for a Bears touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
The play fake. Now Young.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try to figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Here's Jones. A 44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Hey, Ken.
Now Fields.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down. Now it's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
Brings up second and 2 at the 46-yard line.
On second down, a run with Herbert.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. They'll run with Herbert.
And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Wow. That ball is not free. Finally comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
So Frank Reich had it right as his guys win the challenge.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Here we go.
Now a first down throw, Fields. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Panthers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
First and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin first and 10.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a second and 10. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Young now from the 50. And that is incomplete.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He got a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Jones on the return. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt.
And it will be first and 10 as they take over.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield, try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Fields throw there, complete to Mooney.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On first down, it's Fields. This will be caught downfield by Moore.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
On first and 10, here's Fields.
And this is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Looking to throw on second down, Fields.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away. And now it's third.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Fields now to throw.
Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's more. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Here's Fields.
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
A final shot before the break. Fields.
Flushed out right.
That's to Moore. He's got it. Touchdown Bears.
A great effort there as time expires in the first half. And the Bears will extend their lead here just before halftime.
So they say no to the field goal try late in the half, and it winds up really paying off as they score on the final play.
Yeah, a little bit of a gamble, but they had some foresight as well because they knew they were going to get the ball to start the 3rd quarter. So they thought to themselves, if we score here, we can double up on back-to-back drives when we start the 2nd half.
Santos with the extra point, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick.
And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
They'll start with the option.
And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here.
Off play action. Fields.
And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call.
From his own end zone, Fields. That's complete to Mooney.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. Pressure comes as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Here's Fields now on 2nd down.
Throw left side complete. That's Moore. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
You got a mini base.
Throwing on 3rd down. Fields. He's got his running back out of the backfield.
Touchdown, Chicago!
Khalil Herbert.
45 yards.
And the Bears are able to extend their lead.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Young on 3rd down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by...
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing on 2nd and long.
Fields.
Man open, here is Jones. Touchdown Bears.
Velus Jones.
52 yards.
And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Sanders here as they run out of the gun.
And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On play action, Young. Under pressure, and down he goes.
Dominique Robinson, the one who got in there to drop him.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
Play action. It's Fields.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think we could all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
To the right, and he lost the football, but this will get out of bounds. Stay the same.
So that challenge, a successful one. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Fields.
A quick throw, but incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now an option play on 2nd down.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
It's 3rd and 10.
Back to throw. Fields.
Completes it left side to the tight end Lewis. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield to gain any yardage.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
This a 2nd and 8.
Young. He's got a man. That's Marshall. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And 3rd and 8 now.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down.
Here is Young.
Into a sea of defenders, had intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off.
And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Now it's Fields.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Here we go. Good.
Here's 2nd and 10. A play fake, now Fields to throw.
Flush to his right.
Now there's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Here's Fields. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
That throw by Young incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Ready?
Now a 2nd down throw for Young. That is taken in by Hurst. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
And quickly they get to the line. Escaping the pressure right.
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 14-yard line.
On play action, Fields. Crossing route and he hits his man. It's Jones.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
To throw is Fields.
He'll find Jones again, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Have confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Again, Fields.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 21. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the 1st.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Now Fields going to move them around. Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Angel.
Here's Fields.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. First and 10 for Dalton. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here. Dalton here from the gun. His throw incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 22-yard line. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. For Marshall, that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And Dalton to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. They're not going to turn them down. They can continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along.
And coming for Dalton, eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
They got 368.
Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Big 4th down here. It's Dalton. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And how about this for a setup? The ball will go over on downs at the 1-yard line. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Here we go.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. That's complete to his running back, Herbert.
And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them.
On for the field goal. A 19-yard attempt.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple. Although I set you up by saying game balls plural,
yeah, but I like where we're going with this. Though you say one to represent like the best player of all of that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the